Wow, this elevator is taking so long.
We're gonna be so late for class. Definitely need a bottle of scotch for this one.
Yeah, we should definitely go talk to the building manager about this.
Sounds good.
Most people would simply state that the elevator should be replaced or enhanced in order to solve the problem. However, when the problem was presented to building managers, their suggestions were much more elegant solutions.
Okay. I don't think it's because the elevator's too slow. I think it's because people are getting annoyed with waiting for it.
Yeah, you're so right. We don't have to replace the whole elevator. We could just do things a little differently to make the wait feel shorter.
Yeah, like put a mirror up or like play music.
Yeah, we could put a hand sanitizer dispenser next to it.
Yeah, that's so smart and so much cheaper than replacing the whole elevator.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Wow, this is so much less boring now.
There are 7 practices for effective reframing, and there's 2 ways to apply them. Either methodically apply all 7 to the problem, which can be done in about 30 minutes, and it has the benefit of getting everyone familiar with the methods. Or you can scale the method accordingly and simply select the 1 or 2 practices that seem the most appropriate for the problem. Here's how to apply all 7 practices methodically.
Step 1 is establishing legitimacy. In this step, you establish the method's legitimacy in the group, creating the conversational space necessary to employ reframing. You can do this in 2 ways. First, share this article with the people you're meeting. Second, you can relate the slow elevator problem, a powerful way to quickly explain reframing, how it differs from merely diagnosing a problem, and how it can potentially create dramatically better results. Step 2 is to bring outsiders into the discussion. This is the single most helpful reframing practice. Getting an outsider's perspective can be instrumental in rethinking a problem quickly and properly. To do so effectively, look for boundary spanners, which are people who understand the issue but are not fully part of your world. Choose someone who will speak freely, someone who has a sense of psychological safety and has proved to help groups perform better. Lastly, expect input, not solutions. Outsiders are not experts on the situation and thus will rarely be able to solve the problem. That's not their function.
So step 3 is getting people's definitions in writing. A successful reframing may lurk in one of these views. These individual definitions of the problem should ideally be gathered in advance of a discussion. If possible, ask people to send you a few lines in a confidential email. Receiving these multiple definitions will sensitize you to differing perspectives. So step 4 is to ask what's missing. When faced with a description of a problem, people tend to dive into the details of what has been stated, paying less attention to what the description might be leaving out. Make sure to ask explicitly what has not been captured or mentioned.
Step 5 is to consider multiple categories. Powerful change can come from transforming people's perception of a problem. One way to trigger this kind of paradigm shift is to invite people to identify specifically what problem category they think the group is facing. By highlighting how the group thinks about a problem, you can often help people reframe it, even if you don't have other frames to suggest. Step 6 is to analyze positive thinking. To find additional problem framings, look to instances when the problem did not occur. What is different about those situations? Looking at positive expectations can also make the discussion less threatening. Especially in large groups or other public settings, dissecting a string of failures can quickly become confrontational and make people overly defensive.
Step number 7 is to question the objective. The problem is resolved when hidden objectives are brought to light by a third party asking questions. By paying explicit attention to the objectives, clarifying them, and challenging them, can the problem be reframed.
As powerful as reframing can be,
It can take time and practice to get good at it.